So I found this video called Proof That God Exists, amazing. And as you all know, I'm always looking for that proof. So of course I clicked on it. So let's watch it together and hopefully by the end we'll all be theists. Okay, so it starts with a bird. Looks like a pheasant. Maybe this is going to be some sort of an argument from design, something like that. Cool.
Just after 12 o'clock I've arrived at the Pleasington Cemetery and the watch guard over my mum's grave has been waiting for me here. He's escorting me to my mum's grave now.
So this is in a graveyard, and the pheasant guards the graves, apparently. Must be an underfunded cemetery. Can't afford to hire a human to do it. But it's the UK, so it makes sense, I guess.
This is just amazing. It's unbelievable. For the past 3 days, it's been watching over my mum's grave, and now it's taking me up there to it.
Oh, so he's more of a guide than a guard? So is it sort of, if anyone visits that graveyard, he'll take them to the grave of whoever they're closest related to?
It's not afraid. It seems to know what it's doing. I've been told it's the cemetery bird, cemetery pheasant, but it's taken a liking for my mum's grave.
Oh, it's taken a liking to your mum's grave. So it doesn't actually take anyone who visits to the grave of their relative. It takes them to your mum's grave, even if they have no idea who your mum is. Okay, that's slightly less impressive.
And you'll see it. It'll take me right up to it.
Well, if it took a liking to it, then that seems like a reasonable guess as to where it would take you if you follow it, yeah.
These animals seem to have a sixth sense. They seem to see and know or aware of the unseen, it seems.
Wait, why? You said that it likes your mum's grave. I mean, it would be really interesting and maybe make you think like that if it could guide anyone to their own relatives' graves. But if it just takes everyone to your mum's grave because it likes your mum's grave, that doesn't really say anything. I mean, what's so unique about your mum? Maybe she's extra unique because she's the only one with a son who's willing to chase a bird around a graveyard with a camera? Is that it?
And I've never seen or heard anything like this before.
You've never seen or heard of a bird liking a particular place before? You're not real into birds, are you?
I'll take a right turn here. Oh, it's taking it for me. Here, on this side. And you can see it following. That's the quickest route, yeah, that's it. That's it. Right up. There it goes. Right up to my mum's grave.
It sure does seem to know where it's going. That's, not really an extra sense, though, is it? That's kind of what its normal senses are for.
Have you ever seen anything like it before?
Yep, a lot, yep. I've seen birds who like to live in specific places, or just, preferred hunting grounds. Yeah, definitely seen it before, yeah.
I'm not going to jump over that grave, I'll come on this side. And there you go. There's my mum's grave.
Oh, that looks like a really fresh grave. Very sorry about your mum. I still don't think it's a magic god bird, especially now that I see your mum's grave. That's fresh-turned dirt, clearly loose-packed. It seems like a very good place for that bird to look for food. Pheasants tend to like to eat things like insects and, worms, stuff like that, which is going to be much more available, I would think, in a fresh grave like that with no trampled grass and no hard-packed earth on top, than in the rest of the cemetery that's older and more packed down and more covered in grass. But, yeah. This just got kind of awkward, I didn't expect your mum to be buried, yesterday.
And it will remain, as it has done for the past few days, going round and round it. And in it are signs. Only Allah knows best.
I don't really understand how that's a sign that Allah knows best. Maybe it's a sign that a bird knows where the best place is to get food. It's not really anything to do with Allah. Even if it wasn't a fresh grave, I mean, birds like to go places sometimes. I don't really understand how you're linking this back to God, and I don't really understand why you decided to upload this video as proof that God exists. I mean, best case, it's a proof of some sort of new pheasant behavior, which I guess would be interesting for ornithologists, but I'm just not quite getting its theological significance.
So I'm going to now pray Yasin while it does what it needs to do. Watching God.
I really don't think it's watching God. It actually seems to be watching the ground, probably for signs of food, because it's a bird. Or maybe it just likes to step on your mum.
It just likes to step on my mum.
Yeah, there you go. We have an agreement. So if it just likes to do something, and the place it likes to do it happens to be the place that's significant to you, what does that have to do with God? It's not like that place is significant to everyone, it's just, it happens to be significant to you, and you happen to have noticed that it likes to be there. Probably because you were there, putting flowers out for your mom. You know, I would feel bad about discussing this video on my channel, but the fact that you took this video and turned around and uploaded it to YouTube to try to turn it into a religious argument kind of makes me not care that much. I mean, it just seems really opportunistic and cynical. I mean, it seems like you're not even thinking about your mom. It seems like you're thinking about, how can I prove God today?
Right, subhanallah. Allah knows best.
I don't think so. Seems like the bird knows better.
Auzu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
You see, it's eating. It's eating while you're praying. It's picking worms out of the mud.
You see it circling round and round Mum's grave. Again and again and again. Fourth day today.
Sure, but why is a bird circling around one specific grave a sign that God exists? Okay, think about it this way. If Muhammad had said, after I die, a pheasant is going to come to my grave and circle around it for 4 days, and then that actually happened, it still wouldn't be necessarily proof that God exists, but at least it would be evidence that Muhammad had some kind of predictive power or some kind of strange ability that we would have to think about how to explain. But all you're saying here is that an arbitrary type of bird happens to like an arbitrary patch of ground that happens to be where an arbitrary person's parent is buried, and that arbitrary person happens to have noticed and taken a camera and filmed it and put it on YouTube and claimed that it's proof that God exists.
Round and round it goes on my mum's grave. It's weeping.
No, it isn't. You see why I call you cynical. Now you're just making shit up to try to make it seem more God-ish. You apparently didn't think it was convincing enough that there's just a bird that walks around the grave, so I guess you thought you'd better come up with something quick. Hey, it's weeping! It's not weeping for your mum. It's not weeping at all. It's a fucking bird. Can't you put aside trying to convert people to Islam for a few days and just mourn your mother?
It's doing another, it seems like a tawaf. It's coming around again. There, you see? Again and again and again. It's just circling Mum's grave, watching over it.
Well, that's definitely true, but I think you've misidentified the reason.
You know, ever since Saturday when Mum was buried, it's been spotted.
I'm curious, actually. Is that bird spotted on every new grave? Is any bird spotted on every new grave? Or is it just this one? I mean, either way, it doesn't say all that much about pheasants and nothing at all about God, but it just seems like you think there's something really unique about your mum's grave. Something that sets your mum apart from everyone else in that graveyard. The fact that if a bird comes to your mum's grave, that means something specific about the nature of the cosmos and animals' connections to God. I mean, it's not like it's the grave of some person of religious significance or something. You know, it's not like some person like Muhammad or whoever got buried and then all the animals on Earth came and started circling his grave. You know, that might be kind of interesting. You'd go, wow, what strange power must be emanating from Muhammad's grave. But in this case, it's just there's one grave out of however many hundreds might be in that cemetery, and one bird happens to like it there. And you find the person buried in that grave significant, even though the vast majority of people on the planet have never even heard of her, and none of the other people buried there get a special bird guardian assigned to their grave. None of the other families get a special bird they can chase around the graveyard. Just you. And the fact that it's you makes it more impressive to you because you're you. Things that happen to you are inherently important and inherently speak to some deep meaning in the universe. And the fact that if that bird wasn't on your mom's grave, it might just as well be on someone else's mom's grave, and it wouldn't seem to mean much to you at all, doesn't even occur to you. And it's not even like that bird only goes to your mom's grave when you're there and it can guide you to it. You said other people have spotted it there for days, so it's not even like it understands the connection between you and your mom, and therefore God. Okay.
There's nothing special here for it to come for.
Nothing special for it to come for. You're looking right at it, eating the special thing that it probably came for. Tasty worms. Tasty beetles. Tasty seeds.
Make du'as for my mum, wherever you may be, and for the Prophet ﷺ and all the Ummah before.
Look, I'm real sorry about your mom. I really, really am. You don't seem that sorry about her because all you're worried about is proving God and finding any excuse at all that you can upload to YouTube to try to make it seem like your religion isn't bullshit. But yeah, hey, you know, maybe you managed to convert my whole audience. Maybe Allah has just hardened my heart against this incredible theological proof. Who knows? Anyway, you have fun chasing that bird around that graveyard, and maybe invest in a book about bird behavior. Okay, goodbye.